So you're thinking about starting a new business? Fantastic! Welcome to the world of entrepreneurship. But what things do you need to consider when starting out? Check this video as I go through all of the essential details. Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Simon Misiewicz, and in this video I am indeed going to be talking about starting a business. It can be quite daunting when you're first starting out. It can be quite worrisome when you've got to do something for the first time. And let's not forget, starting a business when you've got naysayers out there, you've got people saying that this will never work out. You've already got a lot of negativity in the UK to deal with. On top of that, you've then got all the administration as well. Boy. So let's go through the finer points of starting a business so you can be confident and comfortable with your approach. Okay, so you could be starting a business and it doesn't matter what type of business you're going to be in. You could be a business consultant, an engineer, crafts, anyone who's a mechanic for that matter. You could be doing online service provision, whether that's website creation or graphic design, working from home, doing things like that. Really interesting stuff and creative. You could be flipping properties, selling products on Amazon. It doesn't make any difference. You are starting a business. You want to be successful and you want to make sure that you've got all the things necessary to help you go on your successful journey. And if you are not sure what tax structure you need in your business, then I would suggest you pause this video right now. Pause it right below here. Come on. The reason why I say that is, and you wouldn't have been listening to me if you've paused this video, the reason for that is because I want you to go to that limited company versus sole trader. This is your tax structure you should be using for your business. So if you've not worked that out yet, go ahead and watch that video. The link appearing above my head and in the video description. Really important, guys, to watch that first. Okay, that all said, we're starting a business. What are the 4 key ingredients that I think you need to start your successful journey when you're starting your business? And there's a couple of things I would say. Business planning. There is a great old saying that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay, and that is so true. A lot of businesses fail, and the reason for that is because they do not put enough planning put into their business. The second one is bookkeeping and financials. So you want a system whereby you can issue invoices. It can chase your customers for collection of that money that you deserve in your bank account. And it will keep a track of all of your expenses as well, which in turn helps you with your tax return. So there are a couple of systems I'm going to talk to you about that. You'll need to register for self-assessments as well. So that's irrespective if you're going to do self-assessment tax returns for you as a sole trader, or indeed if you're a limited company, because you are a director, you will be required to complete a self-assessment tax return. And then we've got bank accounts. Where is your money going to be going into? You can't keep it under the mattress for too long. You have to use a bank account at some point. And there are a lot of bank accounts out there, but I'm going to give you my side of things and my opinions on that. So let's talk about business planning and tools. And to be honest, I've often found that business planning and writing is, well, dull, boring. And I'm an accountant and I'm saying that for goodness sake. So ultimately, business planning, it's boring. It's not going to be the juicy stuff of starting your business, but it is essential because I have so many times rewritten a business plan and I thought, I've not focused on this, whether it's creating a new product launch or my marketing effort isn't strong enough, whatever it might be, it hasn't been necessarily top form. And I only know that because I rewrote that business plan and I thought, I need to really gem up on that. So it's sometimes a reflective period of time. So you might do that over the weekend if you're busy during the week. But it's worth having a look at that. And the .gov website have some fantastic templates. Some of this stuff is free. So you've got cash flow forecasting, business planning. And they've even got some examples. And sometimes you can learn by other people's successes. So look at the business plans that have been written. Get that done. And it will say, from the moment you're starting, Who are your suppliers? Who are your customers? Where's your marketing? What form of marketing are you going to be doing? How will you operate as a business? Who is actually going to do the delivery? Because when you are starting out in business, you are the person that delivers the actual work itself. You are the cleaner. You are the administrator. You are the marketing person. You are the tax person, right? That's the simplicity of looking at it. And that can be quite overwhelming. So it really does help you to look at your business plan and then restructure that and say, well, actually, should I delegate some of this work out? And how will I transition from a sole trader to a multi-trader? So that means employing other people. So go onto that site. Very, very good. Bank accounts. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm with NatWest and they provide brilliant service. My account manager is always there when I need them. But I've also heard a lot of damning reports in regards to opening bank accounts, where it can take months and months and months to open a bank account. And my view, if you went to Tide and Starling Bank, they can open your bank account within a day. So that's a huge difference when you're thinking about, well, I need to get up and running. I need to do online payments from my customers, but I can't even open a bank account for 3 months. This is crazy. So Tide and Starling Bank, I've left links in the below description. So go and check those out and do your own comparison. There are only two that I'm going to list, but they are the two that I think are standouts right now for performance. And you just need to make a choice of which one you go for. Business tools. So you've got Xero versus QuickBooks. Now, both are online, both issue invoices, both can be branded. So when you send your invoices to your customers, it does look like a bona fide business. It looks professional. You've got your income, you've got receipts, you've got these bank feeds to tell your system how much money is coming into your bank account, how much money is leaving your bank account, and how much money you're left with, which in turn tells you how much tax you've got to pay. QuickBooks versus Xero. Which one's better? Can I get splinters in my backside, please? Because I'm going to sit on the fence with this one. I don't think there is a fair comparison to make. I think both systems have their own pros. Both systems have their own downfalls. But to be honest, I think it really matters of who you are. So maybe do a trial with both systems for a couple of days just to see which one you prefer. And don't forget, there are downloadable tax calcs. By my tax calcs, I do talk about that later on. But there are links below this video to talk about those two tools. Now, self-assessment, how to register for self-assessment. If you haven't done so already, I'm not going to bore you with that detail. There is a link appearing above my head right now and below the video description to help you to register with HMRC for your self-assessment tax. So go ahead and watch that afterwards. And I did say you have to think about taxes when you're in business, and there are different forms of taxes you need to think about. There's income tax, corporation tax, and this is basically saying how much tax will you pay on your profits. So let's imagine that you sell a product, it's £100, and it costs you £50 to buy it in, do some work on it, whatever. You are left with £50 profit. That £50 profit would be subject to either income tax, if it's in your personal name, or corporation tax if you leave it in a limited company. I'm hoping that's as simple as I can get it. You may be needing to be VAT registered. So if you've got a turnover of over £85,000, you may need to think about VAT. Again, I'm not going to go into lots of detail here on this video. It's meant to be just a brief tour. Then we've got capital gains tax. So if you sell an asset, could you be subject to capital gains tax? And that would still happen if it's in your personal name or indeed a limited company. So you do need to think about that. And then finally, inheritance tax. By golly, HMRC not only tax you when you're alive, but they tax you when you're in your coffin as well. So unfortunately, people do have to think about inheritance tax, and it's all going to come to us. So we do need to plan for the future. And many times I've said, you don't know what you don't know. Should I use a limited company? Should I use sole trader? It's a headache at the best. This is pretty much a tour of what you should do, but you do need to make sure that you get the right tax advice when you're thinking about, should I be a sole trader or a limited company? So key. If you are starting a business and you just want some guidance, then book a tax consultation. with us, there's a code YouTube25 to get that discount for you. Don't forget, if you are a UK landlord or indeed a foreign investor buying UK assets such as property, then book a call to talk about our services in general. Links will be appearing above my head as usual and below this video. Don't forget to give this video a good old like if you found it interesting. Comment with your thoughts and your kind of doubts or questions that you've got because of what you're trying to achieve, and I'll make sure that I get back to you as soon as I can. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so that you are notified every single time that I release a new video. Until the very next time, my name is Simon Misiewicz from Optimise Accountants. I shall see you again soon.